Yeah, police know everything I did, be locked for ages and shit. My bro, he caught life, he used to cages and shit. Nigga, he got tear game rank pages and shit.
We got a bit of a problem. So basically, if you don't know about the October 2nd patch that went out, I would say 3 days ago, it is the 5th. I've been meaning to kind of make this video a little bit beforehand, but I got sick and honestly I just could not muster the energy since I had to work and shit like that. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the details, but we got a fucking issue. If you don't know, there was some weapon modification buffs and a little bit of some character nerfs, as well as some vehicle adjustments and stuff like that. You already know the single gist jazz about that sort of stuff. If you don't know anything about like patches that roll out and shit like that, I'm gonna explain why this one is probably the scariest one that just so happened to just release and kind of just introduce a very scary precedent of a gun. And the gun we're really talking about is the NSSW. Now, if you're probably thinking, Frost, there's nothing really too crazy about the NSSW. It's pretty good, you know, pretty standard, kind of just like a heavier intake. I'm gonna show you exactly why this gun is now scary and very hard to go up against. If you don't have an NSSW 3 slot, I don't know what to tell you. You just gotta go ball out. I don't know. 3 slot is beneficial, you know, obviously because it's a 3 slot, and for, you know, great reason why. One specific modification, or at least weapon modification, has turned this weapon into a full auto in tech that completely has like no recoil, high damage. I'm talking like it is hard to go up against this thing, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you exactly the modification. So as you can see, we got hunting sight 3, you know, nothing too crazy, you know, something slight, nothing crazy. But what if I told you that from here on out it becomes straight buffoonery? Heavy barrel 3.
I can't believe this dude!
Now, why would you want to run heavy barrel 3, considering the fact that it tells you have 30% accuracy loss and 50% weapon damage? Well, that's because this complete description right here is not modified. That's right, heavy barrel has gotten adjustments and a complete buff to the point where running heavy barrel 2 or 3 is something that I recommend on the NSSW. I don't really recommend running heavy barrel 1. You don't really get a good benefit out of it. But 2 is the good mid ground if you have a 2, and 3 is just completely fucking stupid. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is just complete buffoonery. Keeping it in the 6-shot range, which is basically the intake. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now look how ridiculous this shit is. I'm barely moving my mouse, by the way. Heavy barrel 3 is saving the everlasting fuck out of the bloom reset, and it's so good. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it is so good that it is a problem. It's to the point where Kippington had to say something in the like general feedback discussion. It is crazy, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, going against this thing, like catching somebody on the peak, you can move with this thing, you can, you know what I'm saying. And this is just without, like, you know, the third mod attached. You know, the third mod you can kind of just have, like, you know what I'm saying, if you really want to go extended mag. I don't really think that it's really beneficial, or just mag pool. I don't really think those are, you know what I'm saying. The third modification you can kind of go a little crazy on, but I have never seen such blatant buffoonery in my life. It is insane how, if you don't know about mobility sling, they did change this description. It doesn't have the downside of the equip time, so now you could be a complete mobile peeking maniac, you know what I'm saying, with the NSSW. Look at this. You know, tap fire, bro. This is full auto, by the way. This is full auto. This is full auto in the building. Is insane to go head up with this gun, and it's scary. It's very scary. And I'm not saying like there's no counters to it. Obviously, you know, SMGs and stuff like that will probably outgun it, but I'm just saying, like, having somebody peek you like this, you know what I'm saying, and they get a couple shots on you, the first shots, which is going to be guaranteed because of heavy barrel 3, you're cooked. It's super hard to go against. Now, what if I told you heavy barrel doesn't just benefit the NSSW? We're heading straight into uncharted territory. As of recently, I have been using the Intech heavy barrel 2 on it, because if you put heavy barrel 3 on it, it makes it a 7-shot. You do not want a 7-shot Intech. It does not matter how accurate it be. But check this out. That's 4 shots. You see that bloom? That's insane. Consider the fact that you keep your fire rate and everything, you are sacrificing a, you know what I'm saying, a red mod for range. You still get 50 meters you know what I'm saying, of effective range. After that, it does have the drop off, which I know a lot of people be like, well, why would you want to trade that off? Considering the fact that you generally will have more range. And the simple answer is versatility and what's the word I'm looking for? Versatility and consistency. If you can consistently hit shots no matter what, which you will be hitting on Heavy Barrel 2, you can hit peaks, you know, something like that, you know, literally move around with this shit. It's fucking insane. And like I said, this isn't just benefiting the Intech and the SSW. I heard the Joker Carbine also catches a good benefit from it. Or the Cobra, there's a good amount of weapons that also, there's a couple of weapons that will be getting reworked, or at least I think it's just one. The ISSRA is going to be getting a rework next fucking patch. Plus some other weapons that are getting buffs like the ATAC, the Manic, the Cobra. So I can only assume how far Heavy Barrel is going to be with that. But Heavy Barrel has probably moved up considerably like higher in the idea of just like, you know, the top 5 modifications. I would even say top 10. I don't know for certain if it's going to be a top 5, but to me it's top 5. If you can accurately, you know what I'm saying, hit shots, what you're going to be doing, it's like having a free macro. Like it's actually ridiculous how consistent Heavy Barrel is on these guns. And as time goes on, people are finding more and more shit about Heavy Barrel that it's insane. I'm not gonna have this video go out too far. I'm sick. I also have I can't speak. I also have one video planned out. It's kind of just, you know, an introduction for newer players into APB, but just in the current year, moving forward, I would say for the next 3 to 4 years, however long this game stays up, just for, you know, the beginner perspective on how to get into APB. It's gonna take a while, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not really gonna be, you know, on here. I gotta edit, I gotta do thumbnails and shit like that. Not gonna bore you with all the other details, but Heavy Barrel has considerably gotten a serious buff, and I really do highly recommend y'all use it on stuff like the Intech and the NSSW. It is by far the scariest fucking weapon in APB as of right now, and that's coming from somebody that has to go against like snipers and shit like that, Oblivions, you know what I'm saying, getting suppressed by an NSSW while holding a, you know what I'm saying, a corner, like getting suppressed. You can't do nothing about this. You have to wait for that person to stop shooting. You can't peek that. They're accurate. They're not missing shots. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, peace.